Ooh, this shirt, so bright and colorful. What's Gooeeeddd Peeps? With all things shenanigans, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, I am your host that does the most. Maestro DJ Jones. That D was deep. It echoed like everywhere. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to the Maestro Show, the only show where you're never understood but never underestimated. So, this is the video. I told you I was going to show y'all my house and everything. So, here I am. I'm showing it to you. Y'all ready? Now, before we get into this, I want to go ahead and let y'all know that I'm not just going to show you the house that I'm living in now, but I'm also going to show you where I used to live when I first got here on base. All right, I want to show you guys everything. So this video is very pretty much an informational for those of you who are coming to Colorado Springs, whether you're in the military or you're just moving here. I want to show you guys what's it like living in on-post housing versus living off-post, like in your own house. Now, I don't know how it is living in an apartment here in Colorado Springs, but I can at least show you like, what's it like and things like that, right? Cool. Also, I'm gonna do pros and cons, the whole 9 yards. Yep. So without further ado, here's my house living on base. What's good, peoples? So I'm giving you a tour of my on-post housing here at Fort Carson Family Homes, right here in Fort Carson, Colorado. So give you a tour of the house. This is the house. Okay. You probably already saw a picture of it, but yeah, I'm gonna give you a little tour of it real quick and we'll go from there. Before I get started, I just want to show you the gorgeous view of Cheyenne Mountain. Living here on Fort Carson, you get wonderful views. This is a good one right here, Cheyenne Mountain. There are other mountains in the region that's farther that way, and then there's some that way, but this one is by far the best view of Cheyenne Mountain. All right, without further ado, let's get in there. All right, so first off, front porch. Not much about the front porch, but it's a little something. You put like this little outing stuff out here, and then you'll be good. Coming into the house, a fair warning, there's no furniture in here because we already moved out, but it's okay. I will show you what's up. So first off, over here, we have a living room space. Good size area, put a couch here, and then, or a couch there, just whatever you wanted to do. Nice little space. And over here, we have the kitchen area. This is the dining room first. Dining room, little Wi-Fi that came with the house. So that's what that is. And then, the kitchen area. Nice little stove. Let me turn the light on for a second. Here we go. Yeah. Kitchen area. As you see, we have a lot of cabinets for things. Cabinets up, cabinets down, and cabinets here. Sorry about that. But yeah, everything we have is here. Yes. This is my friend's computer. I was just making sure that his computer worked. That's why this is here. But this counter is where we would do all the cooking and things like that. So, but don't worry about this here. This is for gaming purposes. All right, coming down the hall, if you go to our left, we have our powder room. Nice little powder room here. Sink, toilet. This closet here is for storage. Little small storage. We have our gas heater here and things like that here. That's what this is for. Moving right along. This closet here is our heating and cooling unit here. Not much in there for real, but we could store some things in there if we wanted to. Just put this to the side. And here is a closet for just random things. To our right, we have the pantry. Nice size pantry. Get that from up there. Nice size pantry that we have. It's pretty dope. Coming back down the hall, we have another closet here. This is our prayer room, but you could also use this for storage if you wanted to. Over here, this door leads to our garage. This is a one-car garage, as you can see. So you can put something here as storage. We also have a storage closet out here for your extra storage or your military stuff. If you wanted to put some extra things here, you could. But that's what that closet is for. All right. And last but not least, well, not the last thing, but inside we have the den. You know, put a TV here, here, there, or here. And it all works out. This is the den, or the family room, where we would gather and watch TV. Coming outside is a little backyard. It's really not that big, so I'm not gonna go outside and show you guys completely, but that's outside. Sorry about that. It's outside. Not that much out there for real, just small backyard. Trash can number 1 and trash can number 2 is over here to your left in the corner there. Just there's a trash can there. But yeah, that's our backyard. Moving right along, let's go upstairs. This is a winding staircase, so you stop up here and you just keep going up the stairs. Okay, first thing you might have noticed is this closet here. Yes, this is our linen closet. Lots of space to put your linen and things like that. All right, now let's come down this way. Let's start with bedroom number 1. This is bedroom number 1. All right, window. The vents are here, but that's not really important. So bedroom 1, let's look in the closet real quick. Turn the light on. As you can see, it is a walk-in closet. Pretty big and spacious. For those of you that, you know, have girls, or, you know, you just have a lot of things for one of your kids. But yeah, that's that. Moving along, let's go this way. Bedroom 2. Here it is. See that? Perfect. Now, open the closet. Not a walk-in closet, as you can see, but yep. Oh, just to note, I like how most of the closets have lights. I like that, but if you have a kid that doesn't have much, then boom. That's it right there. Oh, let me turn the light on. But yeah, if you don't have a kid that doesn't have much, it's not really gonna matter. All right, moving on. Now another closet here. Another closet. It could be for your coats or whatever. But yeah, another closet. If you look to our right, this is the laundry room. So washer goes here, dryer goes there. And that's pretty much it. All right, moving right along. If you look to our left, we have bathroom, full bath, shower, toilet, sink, everything you need. All right, let's go. So we already saw this. This window is pretty cool. No, it's a little window right there. Now, this is bedroom 3. We call this our playroom. The kids wanted to play in here, they would be right here. All right. And we have a closet here also. Not a walk-in closet. However, it is pretty big. This also comes with the light here, as you can see. But yeah, that is our playroom / bedroom 3. And last but not least, bedroom 4, what we like to call the master bedroom. Ceiling fan, windows, put your dresser / TV, bed would go here, or if you want to do reverse, however you want. Now, here's our bathroom. sinks, shower, and toilet, and closet. Walk-in closet, very spacious. Your wife can have her stuff here, then you can have your stuff here, or vice versa, and then a shoe rack, or what you might call whatever you want to use it for. Do you? Only thing I don't like about this is that here's a bathroom and then here's the closet. I would rather the closet be separate from the bathroom. Because let's say one day you leave this door open and you're doing number two, right? The smell gets in there and it gets on your clothes. Because sometimes you're in a rush. You're not gonna always want to, close the door. But that's how it is. And we've been dealing with it this long. Okay, so that is just a house on Fort Carson Family Homes. They have so many houses and so many models. If you want to know what the houses look like, just go to YouTube and type in Fort Carson housing, and there's so many videos that you can see. This is one of the ones that we liked and we really got into it. So whatever your preference is, whatever you like to do is really up to you. But other than that, Army housing, it ain't the best, but it's something. All right, so now that you've seen my house, my old house, here are the pros and cons of living on base. Number one, everything you need is close by. Grocery store, like like 10 minutes away or 5 minutes away, right? And then there's this place called the Post Exchange, or what we call the PX. It's like literally right there. It's like its own mini mall. Everything you need is like right there. There's gas stations close by. And then your job, if you're in the military, your job is like literally like 10 minutes away, depending on what part of base you go to, right? But everything you need is right there. Pro number two, there's storage galore. As I showed you the house that we lived in, we had so many closets and so much storage space, like we didn't know what to do. So everything we bought, if we didn't feel like looking at it, put it in the storage shed or put it in the closet. Spacious closets, you know what I'm saying? Like we had space galore. Third and final pro about on post housing is you don't have to pay out of pocket to fix your home. There's this organization on post called the Department of Public Works, or what we call DPW. So DPW is in charge of fixing all the fixtures of your house, all the fixtures of the lights, uh, the tile in your bathroom, anything you can think of dealing with the house. They cover that for you. They fix your AC for free. They fix your broken glass for free. Like it's like we got a new refrigerator like the very next day because our refrigerator like it's just stopped working for some reason. But they were able to cover that, and we didn't have to pay out of pocket for it. So that is one thing I do miss though. We didn't have to worry about fixtures. So something broke, we just called somebody to come fix it. And then boom, they were there to fix it. Now we talked about the pros. Let's talk about the cons. The first con is everything except for the hospital closes at 8 p.m. The thing about living on base is everybody has a curfew. Everybody. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how grown you are. I came in the military at the age of 24. So I had a life outside of the military. But when you join the military, you live on base. Just know that everything has a curfew, even you. The second con is that some of the army wives are sometimes messy. Now, I'm not talking about everybody's army wife, right? But I do understand that there are some that tend to gossip and get into some mess, right? I never get my wife. She was on a page for the wives that the neighborhood that we were living in, and she just kept seeing how wives were snitching on other wives' husbands, or just they're just talking about somebody's child getting into this or somebody's child doing that. Or it was a lot. Just distance ourselves from the wives that live on base. So so if you're married and you do decide to live on base, just please make sure you find a family that doesn't gossip, that don't get into too much, that just keeps to themselves, because sometimes that could be a little challenging, especially you're new in the military, and then it's all these this craziness is going on, because military life in itself is a little strange, but sometimes the people make it even stranger. The third con is that DPW, I was talking about earlier, they sometimes won't always get to you. I remember exiting out of the house that we were living in, right? Uh we've put in a request several times for our AC to get fixed, and they never came. Yes, we put in several requests to get the AC fixed. They never came. So we were just sitting in that house, and it was just so hot every day. Thank God that we got out before before like the midsummer, because it gets hot in Colorado Springs. I don't even not think so, but it gets hot, and this is a dry heat. It might be different at Fort Campbell or Fort Bragg or Fort Stewart or places like it might be a little different. But hey, sometimes DPW is trash. All right, so front door, nothing too special. Only thing is that we have a smart lock. So I do this. The door is locked. And now I do this. It's unlocked. Did not come with the house. We had it installed. But that's one cool thing I do like about this place. All right, let's get into it. A minute. All right, coming into the house. Let's go this way. Turn the light on. Here. Yeah, hold on a minute, baby. Hold on. So. Dad, Avery, go sit down. Sorry about that, kid. They love talking to me. All right, so right now it's the army closet and other things like that. But here we have this, all of this here. It's pretty much going to be our jackets. So it's a pretty good closet. I love it. I love it. All right, next, coming in here, our powder room, so half bath. Pretty nice. Okay, and then come this way, our stairs. Come this way is our family room, dining room, and kitchen all in one. That's what I like about this place. It's very open space, open concept. I love it. Kitchen is nice. It did not come with the refrigerator, but it did come with the stove. And it came with the microwave. Yeah, let's go this way. So, closet, as you can see. And this is the pantry. Not gonna open it, but it's a pantry. This is really cool. This is a space, this is a drop-off space. We drop off our keys, our electronics, everything right here. All right, it's pretty nice. I love it. This here is a garage. This is a 2-car garage, as you can plainly see. I like this space because not only can you park 2 cars in here, but it still has space for some storage. Not a lot of storage, but something. And it's pretty dope. Pretty dope. Let's get it. My daughter is so loud, I promise you. All right, moving on to the bike. Moving on to the back. Let's get it. Yeah. Okay, now, backyard. See this right here? Open the door. Okay, this is the backyard. Ooh, it's windy out here, getting ready to rain. Yeah, so backyard, little patch of grass with lawn maintenance. See the sprinkler system on the side, so yeah, this neighborhood is really big about lawn maintenance and everything. But this is our backyard. Pretty nice. No, stay in the house. Access to the front gate back there. And of course on the other side, but that's not really that important. But yeah, not a big backyard, but hey, we got a backyard now. It's pretty nice. All right, going inside the house. All right, moving along to upstairs. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. All right, have our child safety gate we got right here, and then. In this house, we have a loft. I've never had this before. That's why we have 2 couches here. This loft is the best space. We let the kids play here and in the playroom. So in the event that we don't feel like going downstairs, we just come play up here. In the future, there will be a TV here mounted to the wall, and some accessories here, so we can play the game up here. That way we don't have to go downstairs on days that we don't want to leave the house. But yeah. Let's go this way here. This is our playroom slash guest room. Nice little bed. This bed folds out to a king size bed, which I think is really cool. Sometimes let the kids take a nap in here just in case. But yeah, it's pretty good. Not really big on closet space, but it's a pretty decent size for a closet. Now, moving on. Let's come this way. This is the laundry room. Not much going on in there, but laundry. This is one of our bathrooms. Nice bathroom too. There was a curtain hanging up, but we took it down for the kids until they learn how to take showers. But yep, that's it. All right, moving right along. We're gonna go this way first. This is Aiden's room. Say hi, Aiden. Oh. And this is his closet right here. This closet doesn't have a light in it, but like it did on base, but it's pretty dope. Pretty dope. Now, moving on to the girls' room. That's Avery's side. That's Anaya's side. And they have a walk-in closet. Not as big as it was on base, but this is a pretty. It's okay. Wish it was a little bigger. It does feel cramped in here. It's really cramped. All right. Now, we did the 3 bedrooms here. Let's go across the way over here. Shout out to my wife, dude. She just cleaned this place up, dude, while I was at work. All right, so we have this space here. I'm gonna open up these briefly. There's a gate right here, so I can't really step in this way, but this is the linen closet right here. And here, this is our utility closet, meaning that this is where the HVAC and the water heater, everything is back here in this closet. Hence why this gate is here. Because one time Aiden came in here, he turned the hot water off. So yeah, we keep this gate here far away from those kids. All right, moving on to the best room in the house, the master bedroom. Keep in mind, my wife just got done cleaning up, so yeah, there's that. Okay, so here we are. Our bed, our TV, everything. There's no ceiling fan in here, so we use that. All right, so that's pretty much this room. More stuff to be added on later as we go, but we'll go from there. Here is our closet, really big closet. I like this big closet here. Now, what I like about this house is the fact that there's no access to the bathroom through here. This is separate. So if you notice in the old house, we had to go through the bathroom to get to the closet. We don't have to do that at this house. Closet, bathroom, separate. All right, moving on. This is our linen closet. It's lovely. I love it. And here is our bathroom. See, here's our bathroom. Then we have a walk-in shower. We don't have to have to step over the tub or like that. And then nothing like about this, the toilet is in a completely separate area. So when I need to use the bathroom, or Kwanzaa needs to use the bathroom, we just come in here, close the door. We don't have to bother each other with our stink or anything like that. So perfect. Love it. Well, that's our new house. We are officially homeowners. Yeah, it's exciting every time I think about it. Well, what you guys think about my new house? It's our first house, right? Let me know in the comments what you like about it. Like, it's our first house, bro. I'm still excited to this day because we have a mortgage. It's crazy. Anyways, so here that's gonna happen. We're gonna try to fight through this as much as I can. The guy's fixing something next door. But anyways, so here are the pros and cons about living in off-post housing. Pros first. You don't have to scan your ID to go home. When you're living on base, before you get on base, you have to scan your ID. They have to for security measures, right? Well, you don't have to worry about that when you're living off base. You just show up to your house. You got a security system, disarm it. If you don't, just come in and enjoy. Next thing, everything stays open later than on base. Remember that I told you earlier, everything shuts down at like 5 or 8 o'clock, and then the post itself shuts down at 10 o'clock. But outside of post, if your gas station stays open 24/7, you could go to the gas station literally at 2 o'clock in the morning. There are some other places here in Colorado Springs that stay open until midnight. You know what I'm saying? Not even just here in Colorado Springs, like anywhere across America, there are places that stay open 24/7. Like living on base, you don't really have that option. You know what I'm saying? It was shut down and shut down. You got to deal with it later. But living, like living off post, like if you need something and it's 2 o'clock in the morning, if that place is open, go. Most of these places on base, they have a certain time they open. And you gotta wait. So sometimes not getting those things you need on base, sometimes it's a little crazy. You just gotta rely on off base. Third and final pro is that you pretty much like do whatever you want. No one's gonna bother you. No one's gonna inspect your house. You don't. No, I'm saying there's not a Facebook page for this neighborhood unless the neighborhood watch creates it or something. But like, come on now, like who still does neighborhood watch? we have like security cameras at every house now. Literally every house I go to, whether you're in the bad side of town, good side of town, security cameras everywhere. You can come home whenever you want. You don't have to, like so you don't have to come on base, scan your ID just to go to your house. You don't have to succumb to the rules of that neighborhood because the base said so. You can just live your life and do whatever, and it's great. It's peaceful. Now, here are the cons about living off post. Though here are the cons. So for us, we do not have a lot of storage in this house. The last house we had storage galore, but here we don't. You may not have the storage, but I will take, the amenities of this house versus the amenities of the house that's on base. The second con is you got to pay out of pocket for maintenance. So if something in your house breaks, yep, you got to pay for it. You got to fix it. If you want somebody else to fix it, you got to pay for them to come fix it. Like yeah, like we got to pay somebody to come do pest control. On base, we just call DPW. They sprayed for pests and they left. Here we gotta find pest control. We gotta find somebody, to do our landscaping if you want to build stuff because property can go up or down depending on what you do. Like it's a lot, but it's manageable and it also teaches you to grow up like really fast. The third con, and I think the most important, is mortgage. So I don't know if y'all know about mortgage or anything like that, but if you ever had to pay a mortgage can get expensive. Like let's say for instance your house is like $100,000, right? Your mortgage is probably gonna be $1,000 a month or 2,000. But I don't. It's probably gonna be less than that. But still, like that's something that you got to pay out of pocket, right? When we were living on base, the mortgage came out of my check. Like they gave us money for BAH or basic housing allowance, and they just took that money back. Like, okay, here's your BAH. Live in a house on base. Okay, we're just gonna take that, and that was it. That was it. We didn't have to worry about it. It already came out. So we knew we had a place to live. We knew we had lights. We knew those things. But here, living off base, living in your own house, you're responsible for paying the mortgage now. You're responsible for paying the utilities, the lights, and all those things. And it might sound stressful, but I want to encourage you that this is manageable. God wouldn't have given us this house if he knew that we weren't going to be able to manage it. Trust me. God would not put more on you that you can bear. He wouldn't do that to you, right? He knew that we were going to do a good job managing this house. He knew that we were going to be good homeowners. As a starting home, like he knew that. Like as a matter of fact, this season that my wife and I are in right now is a season of upgrade, right? Like we got a new house, right? And like we didn't need a new TV, but we were blessed to get a new TV, right? And we still got our old TV, so we got two TVs. Working on a third one for our bedroom. So this is a season of upgrade. So if you're like me and you're in a season of upgrade right now, just let me tell you, no matter what God gives you, you can handle it. You can do it. All you gotta do is manage it. That's all you gotta do. Right, right? Like all these things sound like a lot, like the utilities, the lights, security, the gas bill. All right, it sounds like a lot, but it's manageable. You know what I'm saying? And we're still able to go out and have fun. We're still able to go out and spend time with our friends. We can eat out. We can travel. We can still do those things. It's just called managing. And if I can do it, I know you can do it, right? Well, you saw my houses here in Colorado Springs. I'm really excited about the new one, right? I'm excited about like everything that God is doing right now, like upgrading. It's live. But before I leave, I just want to say one more thing about upgrade. Make sure that if you're in the season of upgrading, make sure that you are thanking God for everything He gives you, right? Because don't forget, you didn't do this. God gave this to you. He didn't have to, but He did. Because He knew that you were going to get into a season where you're not just going to help you, but you are going to help someone else. So please make sure to tell God thank you for everything He gives you. And if you don't learn anything else from me, know that life is not about waiting on the storms to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. Always remember that God loves you and He wants to keep you and bless you and give you miracles to you and your family and your loved ones. All right? With that being said, I'm Maestro DJ. Thanks for watching the Maestro Show. We'll see you next time.